Well, I am on my birthday journey. Was headed on my way to Two Guns where I was going to do a video, but as I'm heading into Verde Valley, you can definitely see that there is a forest fire or a brush fire somewhere in this area, because this is one big gray smoke cloud. This is amazing. And I don't know where it is. I hadn't heard anything about it, but it's really thick off to the side over there. Alright, we'll start our regular filming a little bit later, but I wanted to show this while I was passing. Good morning, John here, Retired Renegade Adventures. It is September 28th, it's my birthday, and for my birthday I decided to finally come visit someplace a little further in depth than I have before, which is the Two Guns area. Now, there's been a lot of video of Two Guns on YouTube, mostly about the camp building that you can see behind us, which is all nice and creepy. But there's lots of ruins here, stone ruins from especially down Anderson and Canyon Diablo. So I'm going to pan around here. You can see how graffitied all this is. That's the old gas station there. Got a little building here. But off in the distance you can see stone ruins there. And then further up this road there's supposed to be some really significant stone ruins. So we're going to go check it out. First place we're going to check out is this old abandoned gas station. That's the first thing that you run into when you hit Two Guns Road. Since I didn't bring the Jeep, I don't think I have any of my Retired Renegade Adventures stickers, but other than the graffiti, what I find surprising is actually how clean this is. I mean, it's all swept. Maybe somebody's going to do something with this. That'd be kind of cool. Interesting graffiti for sure. What used to be probably restrooms. Okay. Other than the graffiti, nothing really to see here. Now we're going to check out what looks like an old office building over here. Again, obviously all graffitied out. However, again, all the trash is bagged. Makes me wonder if somebody finally bought the property and they're going to do something with this again. Look at all this. And a freezer to boot. Anything in it? Nope, just an empty freezer. Wood. Beat up old chair. You can still see what's left of the old artwork that was on the water tank over there, which was a cowboy with two guns. We're going to check out the camp. Now there's what's left of a building over here. Now we're going to go check out the camp building. I have to admit that this is the first time that I have ever, in all of the videos that I've seen, and even having been this far before, seen this cleaned up. You got all the trash, you got piles over here, so I'm going to make an assumption that somebody has actually bought the property and they're possibly going to do something with it. That would be really nice, especially since there's so much old building stuff here. I'm just documenting the current state of affairs for the more modern stuff. They might be actually getting ready to do something with the ghost town. Now, this is interesting over here, because this is what used to be a swimming pool. And you still got your Dia de Muertos style graffiti on the backside. It'd be interesting if I had a skateboard, even though I'm definitely not of an age to do this. Walking down the steps. And this is the graffiti now that's in the bottom of the pool. And this graffiti looks fairly recent too. Okay. There's one more modern building off to the back, and we're going to go check that one out. And then we'll start hitting the stone, see if we can hit the older stuff closer to the freeway, and then the stuff that's down in the canyon. When you look at the side of the camp building, you can definitely see it's not going to last much longer. Look at how much it's leaning already. And it's not just the front area. The inner walls are leaning too. So this is going to come down maybe within the next couple of years. Now you can see, as you get closer to this other building, where it looks like there was row upon row of RV hookups. Now, to be honest, I think that would be a great idea if somebody had the money to actually turn this back into a themed Two Guns RV center. We're going to get closer to this old building here. Again, fresh, neat piles. Remnants of wallboard and tile. The wood part of the structure is actually still in pretty decent shape. Not even sure what this was used for, unless it was bathrooms for the RV, which it could have been. But you can see the roads leading off into the RV areas. Okay, we're going to head back to the truck, and then we're going to go further south where these other stone ruins are. Actually, we're going to go to the ones closer to the freeway first, and then we're going to go south. Okay, we have moved up closer to the I-40 side, and you'll be able to see the canyon here in a little bit. There are a lot of stone ruins of what two guns used to be. And there was a lot more going on here. There's actually, now this is interesting. Let's see what we have here. There's a trail that leads down into this pit area, and I know there's some caves around this area, so we're going to turn this off and head down there real quick and see what's down here. This looks like it's been refurbished fairly recently. You can still see the shine on the screw heads. This is fairly recent wood. Old barbed wire and old wood. Now this, okay, that goes nowhere, but you got a cave down here, and we all know how I like caves. Now this might actually be the Apache Death cave, but I was under the assumption that it was further to the south than this. So there may be more than one cave. This is cool. There's graffiti up here. Now people have been in here, obviously. You can see the see if I can shed a little light on the subject here. Okay, I'm going to shut this off for a minute. As it turns out, there's no need for a flashlight because this goes all the way through to the other side. Let's see where this takes us. It's cool down here, as in temperature cool. Oh, this is neat. Look at this. Goes off that way. Up to the top. And I think, if I remember the history of this, this might have been where there was a hermit that actually lived in here. Because the cave ends. Alright. Wow. Almost had a lack of words here. Alright, well that would suck if those came down. I'm going to go ahead and get out and then get my regular camera here in a little bit. Just above the cave is this building right here. If I'm breathing hard, because it's kind of steep to get out. Here's where it came through. And this is inside the old stone building. Graffiti, concrete steps. And a view out the window. The wood timbers are still holding up. And this is a view the other way. Now, from this window, I'll take a break for a minute, but off in the distance, you can see some stone ruins there. Stone ruins right below us here. And stone ruins right there. So we're going to check all these out before I head further around the corner of the canyon, because there's supposed to be more down there. This is just the stuff that the people can see, not the stuff that people can't see. This is why I wanted to have an entire day so I can dedicate a few hours to this, because it's going to take a while. These are the stone ruins just below. The other one, which is above the cave. And it would be difficult to get to it. You could see the former trail. I'm assuming, looking at the wood, that there used to be a ladder that went here. I could get to it, I guess, if you can see another trail right there. So you can see the doorway. So somebody wanted it very difficult to get to, but you really can't get to it now. I could, I guess, if I did the canyon and crawled up here, but I don't think it's worth it. We'll go check out that one next. Well, I found this on the way back out from the inaccessible stone ruins, and looks like some sort of a marker that was on concrete, but can't tell what it was. Here's that next stone ruin. I think the door would have been to the other side. Another angle of that inaccessible stone fort area. And there's the off in the distance. So we're going to go see if we can get to these other buildings. I can if I do it on foot, but I think I can drive closer. It looks like you could still actually drive across this. That in its own right would be pretty amazing, considering this has been here for probably 90 years. But it does look like fresh tracks, so the worst I can do is wind up in the bottom of the canyon. Alright, nice and safe. Let's check out these stone ruins. Okay, I'm looking back over the bridge I just crossed. Like I said, the bridge has been there since at least the 1930s, probably even longer. So it's held up very well. Now, that's back on the freeway side, so we haven't checked out that one yet. And I'm stuck on barbed wire here. Hold on. There we go. But we got this one to check out. Now, I have no idea what all these buildings were. You can see the canyon itself. It's way more involved than just a tourist trap. I know that it sprung up after long after the ghost town of Canyon Diablo went away across the railroad tracks. That was a fairly substantial town that was set up right on the railroad where the railroad trestle crossed Canyon Diablo. But this is big enough for a major, all these ruins, for a major enterprise going on here. The stonework has held up. Obviously there's no roof or anything left, but at least some walls are still standing for now. You got pillars, you've got a little pipe, and you've got a plateau. Lots of tin cans there. And more. Huge cable. And then where the canyon crisscrosses back. Now, I did not hear that there was any mining in here, but I'll have to do a little research and find out. Forgive the wind. This complex is way bigger than I anticipated. You got not much of a stone ruin there. You've got something here, but as we pan around, you've got this structure right here. Another building right there, another building right there, another almost castle-like building there, remnants of a building there, and you've got this huge wall that's over on this side. Now I do know that that one that's across close to the freeway, that was actually an attraction that had mountain lions, if I remember the sign on the front of it. That'll be the last one we take a look at least in this area. But we're going to go ahead and do some exploring. Well, we're at this first little round pit. And like I said, all of this has been cleaned up again, so it looks like people have been camping. It was new enough that it had a corrugated roof. It looks like telephone poles. So it kind of goes with the theme that this was probably early 1930-ish when this was first built. Still, I mean, it does look older, but still way cool. Looks like it found the most important part of the community. That would be the outhouse. It is looks like a 4-seater. got that. Well, there you go. No need to check that one out further. But as I go around it, it's this wall that's pretty fascinating. Because it goes all along here. There's another building right here, which we're going to go take a peek at, and continues going. So I don't know if it was all one structure that had like attractions or offices. Kind of looks that way. Because you've got stone wall after stone wall and pits. I hope I'm speaking loud enough. I just increased my volume just in case because of the wind. And now we're overlooking the canyon. Wow, look at this. And think of the effort they actually had to put into building this. This isn't like wood construction. They actually had to pile this rock. Wow. I don't even know what to say about this. I had no idea. Makes you wonder what all of it was for. You got little cubby holes right there. Chicken wire like a pin, which it might have been. All of this was maybe for like small livestock. They would have had to eat out here. It's not like there's a lot of wildlife that I've seen so far. And more rows. Look at all this. Okay. That's a view of the castle, backside, from what looks like the hallway. These go both directions. Huh. Let's see what else we can find. I see more on the other side of these walls. I think we're coming to the end of it finally. I got to this last little structure here on the end where most of the wall has fallen down. And then we'll take a peek over the end of the canyon. Again, just little alcoves. Like this one might have been a bathroom. Certainly small enough. No? Windows. Be small enough for a jail. They couldn't escape. There's the canyon, nice and green. Okay, we're gonna head back to the castle, go climb to the upper level. We're at the castle. I call it a castle. It's got a little turret area. Now, picture, if you will, this whole area, long before the freeway was here, would have been Route 66, which was the mother road. The main way getting across the country, all the way from Chicago to the beach in California. And you run across this. All this stonework, everything that's here. Meteor Crater is just up the road. You got the Navajo Indian Reservation right across where the freeway's at. But this is not Indian land that we're on right now. This would seem like a cross between an alien planet and the Twilight Zone. Huh. Still holding up too. Let's see how sturdy these rocks are. You got a visibility there. Up to the second level. Now this would have been cool. Again, no freeway. Just a place to overlook the canyon and maybe Route 66. You can see where another structure was right there. This is really cool. All right, heading back down. Last but not least is the mountain lion building. This would have been the first thing, the main thing that people saw going down Route 66 when they used to have caged mountain lions as an attraction, along with like a general store and stuff like that. Now again, forget the wind. It has started to pick up a lot. If I remember right, these are the cages or the pens over here. You can see it all fenced off, or what used to be a fence. More right in here. Then you had a red rock stairway to more pens, and then you had the canyon. This has been an amazing place. From the castle building over there, to the Apache Death caves over here, to the more modern stuff that they had put in, to this. There was more up here than I expected. Okay everyone, that's the end of today's adventure. I hope you enjoyed. As always, if you appreciate the content and liked what you saw, liked what I'm doing, please subscribe to this channel or follow me at Retired Renegade Adventures in Facebook. And I'll see you on the next adventure. Bye now.